Free and clear on the roads this morning. No troubles out there. And let's hope there are no troubles on the road late tonight when people are out celebrating the arrival of a new year. Greg Thomson is here from MADD, Ottawa. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. To you as well.
This is a time of year when we like to talk to people about drinking and driving and the perils of such. And I asked Greg a few minutes ago while we were chatting, you know, if we're getting any better at this, and sadly we're not.
No, we're not. It's the numbers have basically plateaued over the last decade, and impaired driving still remains the #1 criminal cause of death in our country. Wow, which is unbelievable.
You know, it's scary to think that we haven't figured this out, because it seems to me a few decades ago, it was. You know, it wasn't unusual to hear of your friends or even yourself or somebody you know getting behind the wheel after a few drinks, right?
Right.
It was more the norm. Then there came a time when things started to add up and people were going, wait a second, we can't be doing this all the time. And you think the numbers would improve.
You think they would, and actually if you survey tonight any friends you're with, everybody will acknowledge that you should not drink and drive. The message is out there.
Yeah, some will still do it.
The actions aren't following the message right now.
Right, right. The penalties for such activity, if you happen to get caught, and I think more and more people are getting caught, maybe that's why the numbers are a little different.
Just under 70,000 charges in Canada last year.
70,000? That's 70,000.
Lots of zeros.
The penalties that one might incur outside of the obvious, injuring someone or yourself, in this case, the penalties are huge.
They are now. Actually, for a first-time conviction, assuming no injuries, etc., then it's most likely out of pocket for you in the $18,000 to $20,000 range.
Just first-time offense?
First-time offense.
Right. Even if you've had 3 beer and you're just over the limit.
If you're over 0.08 and you're convicted of that, that's what it will cost you. The biggest piece of that is the insurance cost, because your insurance company will no longer cover you.
Right.
So you get pushed to facility insurance, which automatically, on average, will push your annual premium up about $4,500 over and above what you're already paying.
And well deserved, to be honest with you.
Truth.
You know, that's the way it is.
Yep.
If that's what you choose to do and you get caught doing it, that's what happens. I think we should be more concerned, and I know you are, MADD Ottawa, and in what you do, Greg, is about the poor victims of people who have been killed and injured by drunk drivers.
One of the services, probably the most important service that MADD Ottawa provides in the city right now, is victims support. And currently right now there's 3 of us that are trained, and in this city alone, between the 3 of us, we are supporting actually 14 families. Those are families that right in our own neighborhoods that have been impacted.
Recently?
Recently, very recently.
Right. And there are others who have come and gone and and gone through this whole process in recent years.
And all of those involve a death, except for one, which was a serious injury, and most of those are a death of a young person, a child.
There seems to be a large incidence of people in their late teens, early 20s who on both ends, are affected by this. A lot of times what we see, Greg, sadly, is a group of people in a vehicle.
Right.
And as it turns out, the driver of that vehicle, along with everybody else, has been drinking. And I think it's we'll pick the soberest person or whatever, and they end up all in tragic crashes in many cases.
Right. And that's sort of a perfect segue into what the real message here is, any time of the year, but obviously on a special night like this, is to plan in advance, whether you're the party goer or the party host, because you have legal responsibilities there too.
That's right.
Is you have to know what your exit strategy is going to be at the end of the night, well in advance of showing up to whatever event you're going to.
Yeah, yeah. Make a plan.
Make a plan.
Stick to that plan.
Yep.
And worry about, like if you drove to the event or the house or whatever, worry about getting your vehicle later.
OC Transpo's free till 4 a.m. Operation Red Nose is on a donation basis. Gervais Towing, will pick up you and your car.
That's right. Responsible Choice going to be on the show later.
Exactly. I mean, so there's all kinds of alternatives.
Yeah. Cabs. Friends, or just stay where you're at.
Exactly.
Until you can get home safely.
Exactly.
Greg, Happy New Year to you, my friend.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for coming by.
Thanks very much.
Appreciate it. 6:58. We'll take a break. As mentioned, Responsible Choice will be joining us a little later on.